Ejaz Ahmed, RJD leader, also with us. Ejaz Ahmed, if you can see the visuals there on the screens, the situation is not under control because the police officials are outnumbered, and these are people who are setting train coaches on fire. Ejaz Ahmed ji, आपको आवाज आ रही है? All right, before we go to, let's take in a word from Mr. Kirti Azad as well, who's joining us. These visuals on the screen show the aspirants setting a coach in a train on fire. How do you respond to it?
Well, it's very strange. You know, they were promised about 2 crore jobs every year. And then it was said 4 lakh jobs in 2 years for railways. And then we saw that 72,000 jobs in railways were cut off. And now Agneepath, you know, boys, these have been working very hard to get into the army, and suddenly you have this kind of scheme that comes in where it takes away everything from all those who have worked really hard to get into the army.
Okay. All right. Because the bone of contention here seems to be, and this is what the aspirants are saying, that it's going to be only for 4 years. So what happens to the rest of the 75% of people who are not going to be retained in the army?
Speaking with has put your...
Let's take that across to RP Singh of the BJP also joining us. The one apprehension that these aspirants have expressed is that this is a job that remains only for a few years. What happens after that? How do you respond to these concerns?
Not read the complete scheme thoroughly, one. Second, even after 4 years, they will get a good compensation to go ahead with the life. They can do whatever business or enterprise they want to do. And plus, the government has ensured that they will be accommodated in other forces also. They will get preference in other forces also. Thirdly, if they are 10th, any person who has cleared his 10th board examination will entitled for a 12th degree degree after that the 4 years. So it's a much better package. And plus, it's not that all of them are going to be out. I mean, out of this 25% who qualify for the next level will be taken to the next level also, and then they will be trained accordingly. This is like a short-term thing where they will be trained for 6 months, and then 3.5 years they will be employed in the system.
Okay, but there seems to be a lot of anger as you're seeing on the streets. The trains being set on fire. There are army aspirants who are out on the streets. Would you say that these concerns are misplaced, and what is the centre really doing to assuage these concerns that the aspirants have?
Well, this has been politically motivated by RJD. It's very clearly seen that RJD is trying to spread falsehood, and then yes, centre will reach out to all these youngsters also. And then I'm saying on the record that it's not, after 4 years they'll get compensation and they will be accommodated in other forces. It's not the end of the journey. And then plus they'll get a lot of opportunity in private sector also.
Okay, so this you're saying this protest is triggered by misinformation spread by the opposing parties, that these are politically motivated protests?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Mr. RP Singh, thank you for joining us.